What's up? It's your boy Marquis Stewart, also known as Marmar, and just gonna discuss some adversity that I've had in my life and how I handled it, and things that work best for me as far as overcoming and becoming the strong, positive person that I am today, that's full of joy and happiness. So, I'm 24 years old and I'm from the United States and from St. Louis, Missouri. And I would say always growing up, I would always be a person that's easy to get along with, and that has never changed. It's still the same way to this day. And unfortunately, it is less fortunate that I did have to go through some things in regards to just helping me become and shape me into the man that I am today. When I was younger, I used to get bullied, and people would make fun of the way that I talked or act, my ears, saying I had big ears, big head, and I would physically, mentally, and emotionally get bullied. And I would try to do so many things as far as like being nice to people, thinking that they wouldn't treat me that way, and it would still happen. And one thing that got me over that when I was younger is having a loving and supportive family. you know my mother and my father, they were always there to support me and build me up. And not only that, but I learned to start like standing up for myself. Of course, things would get physical, and that's when things did get physical. But it was more so of I would let the issue be known and address it. So one thing that I'm very strong in is allowing people to know their worth and value, because it starts with ourselves, within us. And so, being that I was bullied mentally, physically, and emotionally, I feel like and know that it has shaped me to be stronger and be able to tell my story and have others be, inspired and motivated of knowing that you can come from that place and background and still set your life up for success. You do not have to live in that madness that you went through. Another thing that I did go through was real bad anxiety. I had severe anxiety attacks. When I was going through anxiety attacks, it was something new for me. So I really didn't know how to handle it. I was 16 years old, and I remember just, you know, thinking about life too much, about if I'm really going to be successful, if I was going to achieve my dreams, and if my hard work was going to pay off. And I remember it was my freshman year, after the last day of school, about that weekend or the week after. I was riding in a car with my family. We were going to go to a concert downtown in St. Louis, and I remember just an overwhelming feeling. I wasn't able to swallow. I wasn't able to breathe properly. At that moment in my life, I thought there was going to be no more life. And like I said, this was something that I've never experienced before, and it was just something different. And so I, started freaking out like, oh my gosh, I'm about to die. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I remember going to the hospital and just like I was just scared for my life. I was legit scared for my life because they couldn't figure out anything. I would try to tell them what was going on. They took X-rays. I would have to be rushed to hospital with a heart pacers just for them to try to figure out what's going on. And being that I couldn't get that across, it was frustrating. And I had anxiety for about a year. And I remember they tried to put me on medication. I didn't like the way the medication made me feel, so I just decided to turn my life over to God, truly, like truthfully and fully and wholeheartedly. I was born a Christian. I was born into that. But as I was growing up, it wasn't more so like I was building that relationship. It was at that point in my life where I did build my strong faith and relationship. And after that, it was just like amazing, because I tried that pill once for anxiety, and I said no, I don't want to take it. I want to have another alternate alternative solution, alternative. And so I did just that, and I started praying faithfully and every morning and night. And when I say about probably 4 months, even sooner than that, I just felt like someone was with me, which I know was God and my guardian angels, and things started to go right. I mean, opportunity after opportunity, and chances after chances, and I was able to go forth in life, and God has really brought me this far for that. Another thing that I did not mention was when I was younger, I was also molested twice, one by a female and one by a male. And going through that, it was hard. It was hard on me. Being the youngest in my family and not coming clean about it until I was 18, it was very difficult and hard for me because I held it in. I always felt like I was never good enough because I had someone, not one person, but two people take advantage of who I was at heart, and they ran away and took it from me. But I got it back now. So the whole purpose of this is anyone that's out there that may be going through any type of situation or problem, know who you are within yourself, because it starts there.